So it's just I've just noticed yesterday that my next video, i.e. this one I'm doing now, will be video number 100, which is a bit of a shock really. That kind of crept up, if I'm going to be dead honest. Never really kept count of how many videos I'd made or anything like that. So as a 100 video extravaganza, what I thought I might do is this airfix Hanley Page Hampden, which keeps making guest appearances in other videos and is not quite finished. I'm going to finish it. So what have I got left to do? As you can see, not too much. The propellers I've got here, I never put the collars on them to sort of hold them in place because it's easier to paint, and if you can shift them out of the way, you lessen the risk of them being knocked off or damaged or whatever. But in doing that, I have two cats that love to come in here and get bits and bobs, and either wallop them off of the desk and run off with them in their mouths. I think I found one of these actual propellers at the bottom of the stairs one morning. Came like that close to actually stamping on it, walking on it, which was fun. So I've had to put a little like a bathroom bolt on the door because it's a click catch. And because there's two of them, one of them would like get on his back paws and put his front paws against the door and just kind of crack it open a bit, and the one would stick a head in it and it'd get in. They're clever. They work as a team. So I've had to secure the hobby room. But anyway, about this kit is kind of an interesting story. It was given to me by the same chap at the same time as the B17, which is that you've seen me build. Also, there was a tornado kit which I built finished a long time ago. That's I think that's up in the loft in storage. But this kit, when I had a look at it, it had been started fine and dandy, except the floor for the cockpit was missing, the inside of the cockpit seat and was missing, all the machine guns were missing. So didn't quite know what to do. Left it for a bit. Thought I could probably scratch something up. Then I noticed there's an aero set which has what looks like a cockpit floor. Fine, bought one of those. And at some point, I can't remember the exact timeline because it spans almost 20 years. At some point, I bought a bunch of Aero Club Lewis guns. That was from actually because Aero Club had finished at that time, and that was actually, they come from America. There was someone in America got them and was selling them, and I bought them, sent them over. This is this gun in the nose is an Aero Club Vickers K. So at some other point, the decals, because this is an old kit, oldish kit, and the decals weren't all that. They were out of register. They were typical 90s airfix stuff. So when airfix re-released the Hampden, the Hampden kit they re-released had 3 sets of decals. Raw. As you can see, that option there is actually the option I've used on this. This I might build as this, might not, might sell it on. Not sure. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. So that gave me his partial interior decals. Problem was I was still missing the plastic parts, which I really needed, because also the cockpit floor is also the Bombay roof. At that point, I was given a big box of trashed kits one of them was a Hampden. Hooray! And it was in a proper badly built state. Hooroo! However, it did have the cockpit floor that I needed. I mean, just as an example, this is sort of the state, and it was all come on, focus, and it was all stuck together with whatever this glue is. It looks like you know when you used to have a puncture on your bike and you use a kind of a rubberized glue. It looks like that's what they've used, and they've not been shy about applying it. But it gave me enough to get that on the way. So I built it, left it, built it, left it, built it, left it, and it's been an ongoing build. I don't know, 10 years. I can't even remember. But anyway, it's literally, as you see it now, it's been sitting on the shelf. Because I'm terrible for this, but when I get to a point where kit kind of almost looks finished, I'll open a box and start something else, and then it gets left behind and kind of just sits there. And I've got a Junkers 86 up there, which is probably at the same stage of development of building as this is. That is vac form, which is nice. That was going to be vac form because there is quite a nice cockpit in there. The vac form was going to open it. The trouble was, I've still got the bits here. There's one. Basically, I was cutting it was kind of a one-piece canopy vac form. I was cutting through it and had a slip with a knife and ruined it, which is a shame because this part should be there, and then the little part would have been there as it slid open, which is a shame. There you have. So I used went back to kit part for that. Also, this vac form part, which is intact, it was there. It's the lower, what do you call it, the ventral gun. It would fit there. I cut that away in order to put this on. Then I lost this, so I had to put all that back, use a kit part. In the intervening time, this part turned up again, which is fun. Let's put it that way. So that's where we are with this. Build-wise, what's left to build-wise, I think it's most of the stuff in section 18, all these little aerials and bits and bobs. Yeah, you see, this kind of explains it better than I probably could. All of that was missing, and the guns, all the guns, in fact. So I had such fun building it. Anyway, it took a long time. It's probably the most expensive free kit I've ever had. Oh, yeah, and while I'm about it, as well as that, take these propellers back out now. These engines are actually resin replacements. Oh, focus for me, focus for you. The bombs in the bomb bay are kit parts. The bombs on the wings are Edward resin replacements. And also this is going to be really, really hard to show. But the bomb shackle is an etched photo etch piece, which will replace the plastic lump that was there. Apart from that, it's pretty much out of the box. Another thing I did for year 2, which I'm really proud of. There we go. Yeah, the wing navigation lights. And tries messing about with the zoom. Well, pieces of clear sprue. No, that's got him. Pieces of clear sprue glued into cutouts with little dimples drilled in the back, filled with a bit of green paint to represent bulbs. Same on the other side. There we go. And one day I've not had a kit where I've done that in a while, so I might commit that to a video and show you just exactly what happens when I go through do that. I'm gonna have to edit this really, won't I? So that's that. The most expensive free kit I've ever had. Because I'll probably, off the top of my head, the kit costs nothing. All the bits and pieces I've picked up over the years, to be fair, probably come to about 40 quid, maybe even 50. So make of that what you will. But one last thing. These guns here are out of the new issue airfix Willys Jeep. I think there's an option for an SAS Jeep as well as the options for the D-Day Jeeps, but the boxing is the sort of D-Day Jeep only, so these are surplus to requirements. So I put them there because they were a nice moulded pair of guns. Right then, I've got lots of little bits to stick on and find and remember where I put and all that kind of good stuff. Also wing light, landing light. That's not actually illuminated. That's just catching the reflection because it's a pair of little lenses under a plastic cover. Camera's not really picking it up how good these look in real life, to be fair. So there's that. Right then, I'm going to stick some bits on this, cut off here, and we'll see you in a bit. Right, she's all done. I've just given it a coat of matte, which was this, which is pretty cheap to get, easy to use, and as you can see on that kit, it does a nice job. You can get that from any sort of art shop or any of them like pan stretcher places. They have little art departments with paints and bits and bobs. That's where I've got the oil paints and that kind of thing that I use for weathering, which, and on that note, this has had a little bit of weathering, not too much. Just a little bit of accent on some panel lines here and there. The flaps and the engine cowlings. But yeah, I'm calling it on this. I may put a radio aerial on it. I don't know, because the radio aerial on these, it won't to both fins, so you'd have two aerials doing that, and I don't know how it would make it tricky to while I'm still doing stuff on it, and I am gonna. What I'm also gonna do is put a bit of clear onto all the glass work, just because I've caught it with the mat. I just need to shine it up a bit, but the mat's not entirely dry yet, so I'll just let that go. It can just it can sit and dry for a few days now, no problem. I don't need to touch it. I put the Venturi tube on there. I don't know if you can see, I risk picking it up. Drilled it out. Very pleased with that. And also the pitot tube, which I believe is that thing there, sticking out underneath. It was like an L-shaped chunk of plastic, so I cut the sort of bottom of the L off, and I've stuck a little piece of, that's actually a pin, just cut and glued on. So there's that. The reason it's on a mirror is not because I want to show off the underside, it's because it's actually about an inch too big to sit on this turntable, so I needed to extend it, and that was the only thing I had at that time. So yeah, this almost, apart from a wee bit of fettling, just like I said, I've just got to tidy up the glass work. But this concludes what is I found some pictures from bear with me, I'll just see if I can nail down when I actually started this. According to that, it's 5 years ago. That's I'm looking at a photo of the box, the kit, the bits and bobs, which I'm probably going to edit into this video. I found a slideshow of a lot of the interior work, so I'll stick that in before that, into be like from that to this. So yeah, that's it. I'm pretty happy with this. It's turned out nice. What paints did you use? Oh yeah, the paints I used for the top colours, and I believe the bottom colours, my favourite for RAF dark green and dark earth in extra colour, which is spirit base, oil base, however you want to say it, but I think it's a really nice looking shades. And the underside is extra colour night black. So on that note, look at that, flying suitcase. On that note, I shall end this video. Hello, Future Phil here. I've just discovered in my computer files a slideshow that documents a lot of the work that went into this kit as it was built. So I'm going to stick that into this video right here.